Hello everyone. Today we are discuss about circuit and network analysis. And what we cover today, that is our linear circuit elements, Ohm's law, series and parallel circuit, voltage and current dividers, Kirchhoff's current law, nodal analysis, Kirchhoff's voltage law, and loop analysis. First of all, we are discuss about linear circuit elements. These are the linear circuit elements. Here you see register and register symbol. Also you see different parameters like resistor, capacitor, inductor, voltage source and current source. These are the elements which we are comes to analysis about all the linear circuits. As per this slide, you can also see here the unit. Okay, and this will help you. Then, what is the value of a resistor? You simply note as ohm. Okay, and similarly, capacitor Faraday, inductor Henry, voltage source V, current source A. Okay, then next we discuss about what are the node, branch and loop. Then why we need this node, branch, loop, this type of term? Because we have to simplify our circuit as per our need. Okay, here you see this is a also element as like before. This is the linear elements. Here you are seeing this is a resistor and this is a resistor. It is a voltage source, resistor and voltage source. Okay, first of all we have to discuss about node. Then what is a node? If two elements are joined in a point, it is a node. Here also two elements joined in a point, it's called node. Okay, and yes, this point is called as a node. Okay, means here one element and one element called a node, and this node and this node there is a element is there, that is called a branch. Okay, here also a branch and here also a branch. Okay, and here also a branch, though here no elements are present, that's why we call a this is a node. Okay, next is when we discuss about a loop, that means a closed path. A closed path denoted as a loop. Okay, here is a closed path and here also a closed path. We similarly called a this is a loop and this one also a loop. Okay, and come to next our very familiar law, that is Ohm's law. As per this figure, here three persons are present. One person is moving from this side to this side, clear? And this person is pulling, or you may say kick. Okay, and this is the main factor for this person to move from this side to this side. Okay, and another silly person is there, is opposing that person to go from this side to this side. The silly person is called as resistance. The person who help, or you may say a kick out or kick some person, this person is called voltage, and the person from this side to this side moving is called current. Okay, and Ohm declared that this is also happen in our electrical circuit at a constant temperature. Clear? At a constant temperature. Okay, that's why our law comes out V equal to IR, or you may say I equal to V by R. Clear? And next, let's say example. Here we are connected 30 voltage source and a resistor that is 75 ohm. Clear? Then what is the current value? By applying this law, we can get the current value is 30 by 75, that is zero point 0.4 ampere. Then we discuss about series circuit. What are the series circuit? Series circuit is similarly, or you can tell, or you can consider as where current is equal. Clear? If we place a water jet, clear? This is the inlet, this is the inlet, and this is the inlet flow, and that flow will comes out this point. Okay, and here you can see in this branch, in this element, the current direction is in this type. Okay, and here also current direction is same, and here also same. That means the current direction is same, means these two elements are connected in series. Okay, if we n number of resistor are there, then our total resistance will be follow this formula, that is called R equivalent equal to R1 plus R2 plus up to Rn. Okay. For this example, we just find out what is the value of total equivalent resistance as well as current. Okay. And the current formula is V by R, that is V is 30 voltage and total equivalent resistance is 150 ohm. And also here we are using two dissimilar resistor, that is one is 100 ohm and another is 50 ohm, or simply we can also use by a single resistor, that is called 150 ohm. Okay, and next one is our parallel circuit. Then what are the difference between parallel circuit and series circuit? Here you see, that is direction of current. That current will divert. Clear? If current will divert in two direction, the current in same is not same. Clear? Current in the circuit is not same. That means this is also a path of current, and this is also a path of current. Clear? Means these two are connected in parallel. Similarly, what are the equivalent circuit or equivalent resistance? That equivalent resistance is by this formula. That is 1 by R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. If we connect n number of resistor, then that will result 1 by Rn. Okay. Similarly, our equivalent resistance for this figure is 60 ohm. Okay. So by applying Ohm's law, we can calculate the amount of current. Clear? By applying Ohm's law, that is I equal to V by R. Okay. Next one is our voltage divider. Then what? Why we need voltage divider? After connecting some element and to form a circuit, we are needed that what is the value of a single resistor, what is the value of voltage of a single resistor. Here we are using what is the value of voltage in 10 ohm resistor, so that we just come to a point, that is a voltage divider formula. That voltage divider formula is defined as we have to calculate first total resistance, means total equivalent resistance, that is our R1 plus R2. Then find out the current, that is total current. Clear? The total current is Vs by R equivalent. Clear? Next one is V out. V out means in this R2 register. Okay, that V out equal to what will happen? Total I into R2 means total current flowing in the circuit into R2. Okay, and next one is V out equal to Vs into R2 divided by R equivalent. It is the value of R2. Okay, going back to our example, then what is the value of in 10 ohm resistance? What is the value of voltage? Our value of voltage is what we get. We just apply it. Okay. Our equivalent resistance is 50 ohm resistance. Our current is voltage by resistance. Clear? That is our total current is 0.2 ampere here. That current. Clear? Next one is V out means we have to calculate that 10 ohm resistance across how much voltage is there. Clear? That means our voltage is 0.2 ampere into 10 ohm resistance equal to 2 voltage. Means here we are supplying 10 voltage, but in across this resistor we are achieving that how much voltage, that is 2 voltage. Okay, then this is the formula. If we connect a load across here, we can put it here. That is V out equal to Vs into R2 plus R2 into RL. That load resistance divided by R1 plus R2 and RL in parallel. Clear? Here, here is R2 and RL in parallel. Okay, divided by R1 plus R2 and RL in parallel. Clear? The next one is current dividers. Okay, then what is the current dividers? Then current divider is we have to ensure that as like in voltage divider we calculated in voltage divider, that is what is the amount of voltage across this resistor or what is the amount of voltage across this resistor, but here we are calculating that what is the amount of what is the amount of current in this resistor or in this resistor or this resistor. Clear? So that first find out similarly what we have to calculate what is the equivalent resistance of in this figure. Okay, then what is the equal resistance, and we have to calculate these two resistance equivalent value. Okay, and we have to find out what will be the current in Rx resistor. Okay, so that our formula is RTH. RTH means total equal resistance except this resistor. Okay, and this R1 R2 gives us total equal resistance, and that I, that what amount of current is flowing in Rx resistor, that will define as Is means total current into RT divided by Rx plus RT. Means RT is called equal resistance. Clear? And Rx plus RT. Rx is the which resistance value we have to calculate it, which resistance current value we have to calculate it, and next one is RT. Okay, this will measure our total current. Next one is Kirchhoff's current law. Then what is the Kirchhoff's current law? Total incoming current is equal to outgoing current. This is the Kirchhoff's current law standardizes. Then what this current shows that here is a graph. Clear? Here is the entering graph, here is the existing graph, exit graph, exit the current graph. Okay, and here is the magnitude. Clear? Similarly, you can see, okay, the amount of current entering is equal to amount of exit current. Clear? How? If this is the entering current and this is the entering current, clear? We are here putting in a graph that is total entering current is magnitude 6 milliampere. Clear? And here also, this is the exit current, this is the exit current, and this is the exit current. If I put here in the same graph, we can find out that the magnitude is constant, means same 6 ampere. That means Kirchhoff's current law state that total entering current is equal to exiting current. Okay, then we simply calculate, or we simply uh, express in a expression that is I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus up to inth equal to 0. Okay, next is, let's uh, take a example. Okay, here we are using this example. This example contain so much resistor here. Okay, we have to calculate what is the value of current. Okay, then, so what is the value of current? If we consider at node point B, then by applying KCL, what will happen? The total summation input current equal to output current. That is, what is the input current here? I2. Here, input current. Okay, at this point, I2 input current, I2 plus 12 milliampere, means this current also in this direction towards the node. Okay, that's why we call in positive. Okay, and next one is, that is a 4 milliampere, which is in this direction, means outward from the node. Okay, that means it's called as negative. Clear? So in this node, three current are present. Here is one current, here is one, and here is also one, equal to 0. So according to this node B, at this point we found out that our I2 equal to minus 8 milliampere. Then what? Then what does it mean? That is minus sign. Minus sign indicate that we consider our current in this direction, but actually it goes in opposite direction. Okay. Then if we consider at node A by applying KCL, we similarly found out what three type of current is there. Here, 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 three current act in node A. That is 2 milliampere here is going to nearer node A. That means that is positive. Okay, here is going from the node A, that is I2. I2 will be negative. Okay. Okay. Next one is I1. I1 also going from the node A. Clear? So this is also a negative. So by solving this equation, we find out I1 equal to 10 milliampere. Okay. Then we consider about nodal analysis. Then what is the nodal analysis? Here is a new analysis. New circuit analysis means we have to reference some value. That means the reference is here we are using as a ground. Then we have to calculate that what amount of current in this resistor by applying this nodal analysis. Okay. Then how? The what is the formula? And the formula is, if we consider in this way our current is entering in this resistor, okay, and consider as input voltage to the ground is Vx and exit voltage is Vy, then our total current passing through the resistor R will be Vx minus Vy divided by R. Okay, then we consider or we take a example. Here is our example content. The resistor are connected here, okay, and voltage source of 12 volt and current source is 4 milliampere. When we applying at KCL at point 1, okay, at node 1, then what will happen? Okay, I1, that means input current equal to output current, means I1 will be positive. Okay, I2 is from the node 1, that's why it's called negative. And Is into the node 1, that's why it's positive, that is equal to 0. So what will be the I1 according to nodal analysis? What will the I1? I1 stands for Vs. Here is the Vs minus V1 divided by R1, as we discuss here. Okay, Vx minus Vy divided by R. Okay, Vx minus Vy divided by R. Okay. Here also we calculate Vs minus V1, Vs minus V1 divided by R. Okay, R1. Okay, next one is I2. That is I2 here. That is V1 minus V2 divided by R2. Okay, Vs V1 minus V2 by R2. And next one is next current is directly given, that is Is. Okay, by solving this equation, find out our this expression, that is V1 and plus V2 equal to this term, and this term is given an analysis in, we fix the equation and we have to discuss what is the KCL at node 2. Okay, then what is the KCL at node 2? That point is defined as I2 is into the node 2, and that I2 also leave from the node 2. Okay, that I2 minus I2 equal to 0 according to KCL. So what is the I2? I2 is defined as V1 minus V2 divided by R2. V1 minus V2 divided by R2. And next is I2. Same. Here I2 is no voltage there, that is 0 voltage. That is V2 minus 0 divided by R3. V2 minus 0 equal to V2 divided by R3. So we can get here at KCL art, we can get a expression, and here also we can get a expression. Okay. From that all expression, we calculate the value of V1 and V2. Okay. We can calculate here what is the voltage here and what is the voltage here by the applying nodal analysis. Okay. Then comes to Kirchhoff's voltage law. Then what is the voltage law? Consider about, you are climbing a mountain having a certain potential. Clear? From this you are a certain potential. And when we downward, your potential gradually decrease, gradually decrease, gradually decrease. If we add the decrease value, that is potential, this potential, and this potential, and if we summation this all potential, the final potential is same. Means if we connect a here in this figure, if we connect here three register having different value, that is v2, v3, v4, v2, v3, v4, the total if we add all this, but while all this potential, we can get total potential. So we can get here total potential. Okay, that is easily we can say that Kirchhoff's voltage law state that all voltage drop must equal to all voltage rise in a closed loop. Okay, then called a expression as v1 plus v2 plus v3 plus up to vn equal to 0. Then after we discussed KVL concept, then we are going to solve some problem. To solve some problem in KVL, we have to follow some technique. Okay, that technique is here we are using. You can use several technique, and here we are using. If I found out, I will be found for this voltage source. If I current I flow in this direction, clear, then the symbol will be the resultant symbol will be positive. Means if I connect a voltage source in a circuit, just like here, if I consider a loop here, my aim, my reference is in this direction. Clear, that is the reference, that is the reference, this is the reference. Clear, loop direction. Clear, if I found that this is the negative sign and this is the positive sign, then the current resultant current will be positive. Clear, similarly here, if I consider in this figure, clear, that is our reference current is in this direction, but our existing source is connected in this way, that is here is positive, here is negative. That means the positive to negative is total represent, we are represent here as a negative. Clear, and here also in elements, if we consider this is the positive sign or this is the negative sign, and we reference in this direction loop considering, clear, our current is or our total result is will be in voltage drop in negative. Then let's discuss about a problem. Okay, here we are using a simple problem. Here we are using a voltage source, a resistor or voltage source, and several resistor here. Then find the value of AB. Then what is the value of AB? The voltage drop in AB. Then first of all, we have to assume, clear, we have to assume that make a loop, or we discuss about this example. Huh? Okay, we are calculate here, discuss about this KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. We are calculating here, and we assume that our loop is in this direction. Okay, for that we have to first ensure that the elements we are connected here, that is first in our notation. means in this way. If this is our voltage source, we have to ensure in this way the current will flow and comes to clear comes to in this clear in this way. Current will flow from this side in this way. So that I put sign here, that is in this current entering current should be positive. Here positive, exit current is negative. Entering current positive, exit current is negative. Clear? Here already defined, no need to here define it. Okay. And here entering current is positive, exit current is negative. Entering positive, exit negative. Clear? And let's start and to ensure our loop. By applying loop, here I miss a b point. Okay. By applying loop, see, from this point I am starting, from this I am trying here, that is according to our formula, according to our assumption, positive to negative it shows as negative, that is minus 15, then comes to here. Clear? That current is entering here, that is positive to negative means again minus, that that means 3 into I. Clear? That I current is flow 3 into I. And next one is here negative to positive means again negative. Clear? 1 into I. Here negative to positive means here is positive. Clear? That's why 6 volt, positive 6. Next here positive to negative means here is negative I 3 into I. Next here is positive to negative, here also negative, equal to 0. Just see, this is a voltage, 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 this is a voltage. So we called a Kirchhoff's voltage law. All are voltage. Clear? So according to this figure, we calculate what is the value of current. What is the value of current? That is minus 1 ampere. Clear? Minus 1 ampere means we are our assumption is in this direction, but practically the current will flow in this direction. Clear? So then we are consider about another figure, that is voltage, Kirchhoff's voltage law. As like before, in A B terminal we calculate the total current. Clear? By applying KVL. Clear? And the value of VAB and the value of VAB in, we calculate that minus 2 volt. Okay. Then comes to loop analysis. Then what is the loop analysis here? Then in this loop analysis, we consider here we are taking a two loop circuit, so that you can understand what will be the logic behind by solving two loop analysis. Okay. Then if we consider I1 loop, okay, here I1 will be superior means if we consider a loop, here two current is present means I1 also traveling in this resistor and I2 also traveling in this resistor. When we calculate problem, our I1 in I1 loop, okay, in this loop, in loop 1, if we call this is loop 1 and this is loop 2, if we consider loop 1, then our I1 current will be greater, and if we consider I2 and solving loop 2, the I2 will be maximum. How? Here you see, by applying loop 1, here will be the resultant. That means R into I1 minus I2. This will be greater. If we consider this loop, then I2 minus I1. How? Here. If we consider this loop, then our I2 will be maximum. And how? Take a problem. Okay, here is two loop. Okay, it is loop one, another is loop two. So first of all, we have to ensure that our current will flow in this direction and comes to comes where, to positive. Current will flow from positive to negative. Okay, so that our direction should be, current will this in this direction means this is positive. Clear? In this direction this is positive, in this direction this is positive, in this direction this is positive, and finally we achieve here. Clear? First of all, our marking is finished. Next one is our loop. Then by applying loop on 1, okay, our resultant will be here. Our direction is in this side. Clear? Means in this side means our reference direction is positive to negative. Here means negative, negative 15, and here negative to positive means positive. Okay, 2 kilo ohm into I1 minus I2, due to we calculate here for loop 1. Okay, for loop 1 I1 will be maximum as per our reference. Okay, then next one is, here we are, our direction next is negative to positive. Okay, means that I1 current flow in this direction means negative to positive means positive. That means I1 into 1 kilo ohm equal to 0. Okay, this will be our expression. Next one is by applying loop 2. That loop 2 defined also, if we are traveling in this direction, our reference current, okay, negative to positive, it's called positive, positive into 4k into I2. Next one is here also negative to positive means 2k into I2. Next is, here is positive to negative means negative. Okay, then 2k, that value 2k into I2 minus I1. Okay, in loop 1 I1 minus I2, but loop 2 I2 minus I1, because we consider as I2 is the maximum for our reference I2 loop. Okay, so that we can get another expression. By solving these two expression, we can simply find out what will be the current in the loop 1 and loop 2. That loop 1 current is 3.74 ampere, and loop 2, that is I2 current, is minus 1.87 ampere.